Coming up, I'm going to be talking about a potential new Star Wars series, Alice in Wonderland animated series, and also some new originals coming from Asia. But before we get into any of that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On DisneyPlus.com. It's Thursday, it's time to jump into some of today's big Disney Plus news. Got quite a bit to talk about today, so let's start off with reports that we're going to be seeing a potential new series featuring Qi'ra, aka Emilia Clarke, who's currently filming the new Marvel series Secret Invasion, and you might know her from a small little series Game of Thrones. According to the hashtag show, there's little reports going around that she's going to be having her own series. Now this kind of ties up with what we saw in Solo, A Star Wars Story, which came out a few years ago. I really enjoyed that movie. It's a shame they've not really kind of continued on with it, and I think now Disney are kind of looking at ways of doing it. Again, nothing has been officially confirmed about this series. I mean, I wouldn't be at all surprised if she ends up showing up in another series. I mean, if she popped up in the Book of Boba Fett, I don't think that would be too much of a stretch, since she is kind of a crime lord syndicate leader. So definitely think that kind of fits in. Again, I think it makes sense for Disney to kind of go off and kind of expand out these characters a little bit, and maybe fill in a little bit of the time between certain movies. But again, this is all kind of rumour at the minute. But would you like to see a series featuring Emilia Clarke? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I mean, at the Investors Day back in 2020, they announced they're creating a new Lando series. We don't yet know who's going to be starring Billy D. Williams, who was the original Lando, or will be playing Donald Glover, who we saw portray Lando in the movie. That could be another way of maybe bringing in the character. They have it cross over there. But I don't know, I think it sounds pretty cool, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Disney Junior has announced some new details of a new animated series, Alice's Wonderland Bakery, which is going to be coming to the Disney Channel and also Disney Junior on February the 9th. The good news as well is in the United States, they're going to be doing a backdrop of new episodes, kind of, I would imagine, getting in front of the Disney Channel. No word yet on when this series is going to be arriving on Disney Plus internationally. Hopefully it will be pretty soon, and they can kind of get all this stuff sorted. But we're also starting to see that kind of link up where they are doing this initial drops of new episodes straight away, which I think is what they need to do. Just start getting these episodes out on Disney Plus just when they hit Disney Channel, or just before it, because that's where a majority of people are watching it. This is a vibrant new take on the classic 1951 film, and the series centers on Alice, the great-granddaughter of the original heroine, and a budding young baker at an enchanted Wonderland bakery, where her magical treats help bring a new generation of friends and families together. The animation looks pretty nice and bright, very much in that kind of Disney Junior zone, so it's very much aimed at younger audiences, but I'm sure this one's going to be a big hit when it drops onto Disney Channel and also Disney Plus later this year. But let me know if you're excited about this one in the comments below. Also today, Disney Plus in the UK and Ireland is getting new episodes from the 6th season. New episodes are going to be dropping every Thursday from now on, just after they've been released in the United States. So obviously if there's a little bit of delay in the US, that might slow things down. I think they've talked about it with the upcoming Winter Olympics. There might be a little bit of a delay, but generally the idea is they're going to be dropping onto Disney Plus the following Thursday. They're also available on Amazon Prime Video. They're kind of sharing this one. So again, we're starting to see now new releases every Thursday for this new series, and there's going to be like 18 episodes, so this will be carrying on for months ahead. Going to get really interesting, I think, for us in the UK next month, when we're also getting The Walking Dead on Monday. So we're going to be getting new episodes of stuff nearly every single day. So this is great stuff if you're in the UK. And if you're going to be watching this as us, let us know in the comments below. We've also got lots of news on some new content being created in Asia Pacific, specifically for Disney Plus. Now it's important to note, with these Disney Plus originals, sometimes there can be some regional differences. Sometimes they're not always available everywhere, and also they don't necessarily all going to be released at the same time. It's very kind of awkward of how they're doing it. They are stating that they want to release most of them worldwide. In a statement from Disney's APAC head of content and development team, they say there is tremendous appetite globally for high quality Asian content and original stories with great cultural resonance. We will continue investing in the best content and collaborating with the most sought after creative talent and storytellers in the region so they can shine on the world stage. Now, looking at that statement, it's very much about the case that they want to get it out everywhere, but as I said, there might be some regional differences. So some of the new shows include, there's going to be the extended director's cut of Anita, which is a biopic of an actor and canto pop singer Anita Maui. This series will consist of 5 episodes of 45 minutes and will be available on Disney Plus from February the 2nd, 2022. The original movie was released back in October and November around the world, and it went on to be a big hit. So this new version will have about an hour more than the original movie. Other new content include a new South Korean drama series called King of Savvy, which is a crime action drama about a casino king who is taking risks and trying to get back into the game. Disney Plus is also releasing a new Chinese language series called A Lifelong Journey. It tells the story of a Chinese blue-collar worker and his family and the many changes they experience across different generations. Also currently in production is Taiwan Crime Stories, which went into production last November, and it's inspired by 4 true crime investigations, including the mass murder of a family, a murder case, fraud and injustice cases. It's going to be 12 episodes, and it's also being created with the US teams Imagine Entertainment, which is run by Ron Howard. And in their official statement, they did say that this one is going to be coming worldwide. So this is something that we're really starting to see, and I think with the success of shows like Squid Game, Disney are very much in the idea now, kind of looking at going, people want to watch this content. So yeah, lots of new content coming. It's going to continue to drive, I think, Disney Plus forward with all this original content. Disney are trying to make at least 50 originals within the APAC, Asia Pacific region alone. But yeah, tell me which one you're most excited for. I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Yesterday I asked you a question: are you interested in seeing the new Beatles Get Back rooftop concert in IMAX cinemas? And 75% of you said no, or 25% of you said yes. It's important to note it's only going to be very limited in some IMAX theatres when this gets released in February. And they're also going to be releasing the Get Back on DVD and Blu-ray. A lot of people have been asking, are they going to be releasing like the Marvel series or anything like that? I definitely feel like the Beatles is a special case, and there's a lot more older audiences that maybe don't understand streaming or just want to have that physical thing, and maybe this was a deal made way before it kind of arrived on Disney Plus. But I'm not surprised that they're releasing Get Back on home video as well. But yeah, it's always good to know. Look out for another poll today for where we'll go through in tomorrow's Disney Plus news. And finally, as part of our comment of the day, I want to look at a post here by Yayboy, who asked if Disney put all their major brands on Disney Plus, for example, Disney for the more family-friendly, Pixar, Marvel, National Geographic, 20th Century Studios for the sort of PG content, Searchlight Pictures, FX, Blue Sky, and Star for like general home entertainment for everything else, they could give Netflix a really good fight. Now, I completely agree with this. I definitely feel like we're getting at a stage now where sort of introducing new banners and sort of hubs is definitely a way to go, because Star's becoming so kind of bulging, especially for us internationally now. There's so much content in there, so to have like FX and 20th Century makes a lot of sense. And I still think they need that Star brand to kind of throw in everything else that doesn't quite fit. And also, if they start releasing a lot more Asian content, we've also got all the Hotstar and all the Latin American content as well. If they can get all of this all on there, that Star brand is going to be just jam-packed. So I definitely feel like mixing up a little bit wouldn't be a bad thing. But whether or not it happens soon, who knows? They might have to wait a while to do it. But I definitely feel like you really see this now with Disney Plus, with getting more content from all these other brands. It really is giving a lot of Netflix and stuff a run for its money. Literally only this morning while I was watching Daytime TV, Lorraine and stuff, they were talking about the Pam and Tommy series, which a brand new trailer dropped yesterday. I'm really looking forward to this series. It's something completely different, very different. I mean, Disney are kind of even advertising this differently themselves. On some of the things they're putting, it's a Star original series, and on another poster saying it's just an original series. They've even slapped a little 18 certificate logo on it to show what it is. We're really seeing Disney kind of stretching what they're doing with the brands. And I really agree with Yayboy. It would be a lot better if they kind of had the proper branding sort of set out. But maybe they've got to wait until they sort out what's happening in the US. And at the minute, just chuck everything under the Star brand until then. But let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe. And I shall see you guys soon. Laters. I'd like to thank all of our Patreon and YouTube channel members for their support. You can become a member from as little as $2 a month, and you get access to our weekly Q&A and much more.